When you were a high school, an amateur athlete, you were very successful. You go to the professional level, and I don't know that people truly understand how difficult that transition is. You experienced it. Talk a little bit about the difficulty on that transition, and maybe you were so gifted physically, and once you become a professional athlete, now you're on your own as far as performance. So just learning how to make that all work.
Well, first off, the mental side of it, I thought I was physically gifted, obviously, but then I show up to pro ball. The talent, everyone is talented as you. I think what puts players aside from other guys is the mentality that they have, and once they can mature and figure that out, you're going to go a long ways in baseball. But opening up for me was kind of the thing. I was always an independent person, and once I opened up to my teammates, started having fun with all the guys, and getting my work in every day, that's what got me here, I guess.
It's a process, and you and I were talking yesterday about it did take you a long time to get comfortable asking the coaches for help, to be confident, to have fun. You mentioned the word fun so many times yesterday. When did this start becoming fun again?
It seemed like, coming up through my first few years, I was always hard-headed, thought I needed to, figure it out on my own. But like I told you, when I started using my resources, my coaches, my other teammates that were veterans who have been up and down in the show or AAA, whatever it was, that's what kind of helped me out along the way.
It's interesting during the interview. I know you watched it back with your parents last night, and they were talking. I think your mom was talking about how you did think about giving it up multiple times, and you're not the only one. I mean, what Merrifield has talked about, his dad said to him, "Look, if you want to hang it up, that's fine, but once you do, there's no turning back." He's now an all-star. So, what were those moments like, and how did you get through them?
It's exactly what my parents said to me when it was, that decision. If you're going to give it up, what are you going to do? You're going to have to go out into the real world. This is what you love to do since you were a little kid. So I kept working my butt off, and here I am today.
And Bob, I think it's interesting. I know I made it to the major leagues when I was 25. You're 26 years old. So you have a lot of baseball ahead of you. And I went through exactly the same thing. And I know my parents and the people I had with me in the minor leagues, especially some teammates, were so instrumental. So you've probably experienced this now yourself, and you've seen other players go through this. But it's got to be gratifying now to have listened to them and really seen this whole plan work out for you.
Yeah, just like I said, that's I feel like why I've made it here. But my teammates and coaches and the support through all of that has made me the player I am today. And obviously there's still room for me to get better. I got to show up every day, get my cage work done, my outfield drills done with Mitch, Rusty. There's a lot more work to do, so I just want to show up, and it's just nice to have that first day over with and just show up now and start my routine.
Well, one day in the major leagues now. Any market difference from you last night in the speed of the game, the pitching you saw, anything you could notice that was dramatically different, or do you feel like you're very well equipped for this transition?
I mean, obviously it's the big leagues, the talent, everything's better here. You can tell that off the bat easily, but the thing that helped me out was shagging balls during BP, kind of the depth perception. That was a little tricky, and especially Twilight. Once it gets up there, it's like, oh my gosh, keep your eye on it and stick with it. So I think that's going to be a little challenging, but I'm going to stick with it and keep working at it.
Last thing, you looked like a guy that was as calm as can be when you stepped up to the plate, which can't be easy to do. One, it's your first time. Second of all, you got 25,000 people that weren't sitting there, all huge ovation for you. Were you as calm as you looked?
I had a little bit of nerves, but once I kind of stepped in the box, and credit to Turnbull for stepping off the mound and giving me that ovation, that was really special. So once I got in there, it was just me versus him, and just tried to focus on seeing the ball and putting a good swing on it.
Well, congratulations on the debut, not just to you, but to your family and all of the people that have been with you along the way, believing in you every single moment, and we're really excited for what lies ahead. Enjoy night number 2 and many more to come in the big leagues.
Thanks, guys.